We're streaming.
Oh, we are streaming?
We're
Oh,
streaming.
sweet. Oh, my God, we're back.
Okay, that thing we were talking about, forget about it.
Don't talk about that porno anymore. Colin, can you hand me that controller? That's right
Sure.
there. Played this in a while. I think I'm just gonna turn on Rocket League. Why not?
Rocket League.
Why not? All right, is people seeing us? Are we back? Are we really legitimately back?
Oh, hey, they're back.
They are
Yeah.
acknowledging.
No
that
video,
we're
though?
back.
There's no video yet.
There's no video yet.
Didn't
There
they
will be
end
video.
up spending an obscene amount of money trying to cover his bald spot in that film? Or was that an urban legend? I think that was...
Wait, what is this?
Oh, that was Waterworld.
There was,
And also Hudson Hawk.
with, what's his face?
Bruce
Willis.
Willis.
What about that movie?
He hired ILM. I guess he was balding when he saw the thing. And this is
I
like...
get ILM on this.
This is absolutely 100% true. And he hired ILM, and it was super expensive. And they had
Really?
to... And this was when, like, computer graphics weren't, like, a big thing in movies.
Sure.
And they had to digitally paint in his bald spot.
Actors are fucking nuts.
Yeah. I remember we worked on I didn't personally work on it, but we worked on a film with Ben Stiller. I think it was the Walter Mitty film or something.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And there
The
were
movie sucked.
and there were scenes in the movie. I think he was fighting a shark or something, and he wanted us to. He didn't realize his hairline, or he was
wrong
see his
game.
bald spot or something like that. And he
The
wanted
screen
us
is
to.
kind of going over into the screen.
On Ben Stiller?
Yeah, he wanted us to fix his hair because he directed that movie as well.
Yeah.
And we said, "Oh, we're gonna." Have to
Wait, no,
charge
did
him."
he direct that?
Mm-hmm.
Oh. He's directed good things. Why would he direct that?
I don't know.
He directed a bad movie.
Then again, he directed Zoolander 2 as well.
Yep. Apparently he's an a-hole. Yeah, he wanted his hair fixed. And then when we couldn't, he just cut the shots out of the movie.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Allegedly.
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 It's very important that we say allegedly.
Okay. April, is there any game you're interested in that I would have on a PC? Obviously, I don't have Smash.
I don't know. I could try Rocket League.
All right.
I've never played it before.
It's fairly simple.
Candy corn.
What? Pumpkin. How was your pumpkin beer? Was it good?
It was delicious.
Yeah, that tasted really good.
Isn't Ben Stiller a Star Trek fan? Yeah, we were talking about that, right? With the name of Mugatu and Zoolander and how that's a Star Trek reference.
Yeah.
We were talking about that the other day.
I remember, have you ever seen the Ben Stiller show from the 90s?
A long time. I saw when it aired.
Yeah, I did
I remember
too.
being funny.
It was funny at the time, yeah, and I bought the, it came out on DVD. And that's where, like, Jeanine Garofalo, Bob
Yeah.
Odenkirk,
Andy Dick was on it.
I think David Cross got started.
Yeah,
in
all
that
those
as well.
guys.
And he did a,
It's been a while since I
he
played
did a
this.
Star Trek thing on that. He was like Captain Kirk.
Nope. Messed that up.
Pitted us
Mess that up.
like animals in a cage. Do you even know what it means to feel?
I've not played this in months at this point, so it's going to be awful.
I've never played this game.
Rich, someone is asking if we're going to let
No,
viewers
go
play.
ahead. I'd much rather watch.
Give it a shot. Give it a
Yeah.
shot. If we're going to watch what?
Let viewers play. You've done that before.
Oh,
right?
yeah. We do that. Right now, let's let April just get used to this game.
Okay.
All right, trigger is gas, right trigger on the top.
Oh, okay.
I think the other one's is reverse or brake. It's been a while since I played. I actually don't remember.
Yeah, reverse.
B should be your rocket boost, and I think X is jumping.
Yeah.
Okay. And it's really simple. You just try and knock the ball into the other team's net.
How do I know which net is mine?
They should have lights around the net.
I guess that would be red.
Yeah, there's orange and blue are the two teams.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Yeah,
there you
there's
go,
blue. So you want to knock it into blue.
Is this like the kind of Mad Max?
Yeah, this
So
is
it's like
this is
different
their Mad
locations
Max
and stuff?
inspired map.
That's pretty cool. So are all these people we're playing against? Are they like
These are all people.
online? Okay.
Yeah.
I haven't seen this Mad Max level.
I don't think last time you were here when we were playing this, I don't think they had this. They've been adding maps.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Like, I know for the holidays, there was like an ice rink.
Oh, that's cool.
Den Bub says, Jay and Rich, can you name all 10 Canadian provinces and 3 territories? Bonus points for capitals. No.
I could.
Nova
I could not.
Okay.
Do that.
Nova Scotia?
That's one.
Yeah, that's one.
Port-au-Prince?
No.
No.
Are you trying to name the capital? of Nova Scotia?
Ontario.
Yeah.
Quebec.
Yes.
North Quebec?
There's 3 territories, so that's confusing.
Northern Territories.
There's actually the Northwest Territory.
Northwest Territories.
Yeah.
God damn it.
Oh my God, I'm on the wall.
Yeah, I could.
That's all I can do. I'm sorry. I'm a jerk.
There's
I could probably name like 10 states.
British Columbia. Oh, in the States? Boy.
Yeah. How many states do you know?
So what is there, like 50?
You racist.
Is there 50? Is there 50?
Yes.
God.
50, okay.
Yes, there are 50.
So there's California.
Mm-hmm.
Minnesota?
There's Nevada.
Yes.
Minnesota.
You said that.
No, April said that.
Oh. Well,
Florida.
yes.
There's Florida. There's New York.
Yes.
There's
You're already doing much better than I did with the provinces. so.
There's Virginia. Wait, North and South
Maine?
Carolina?
Yes.
Are they 2?
Yes.
One
there's
each?
North and South.
Maine.
Maine. Don't forget about Maine.
There's Maine. There is Arizona. Tejas, Texas.
What? Tejas?
Tejas. Yo, Tejas.
What the hell is Tejas?
I don't know. It's just an asshole way of saying it. Tejas.
Tejas.
There is Ohio. Man, there's a lot of states.
Oh my God. Sorry.
That was fine.
I accidentally contacted Siri.
Siri.
I had to ask Siri what all the states were. You know what one you're missing?
Wait, hold on. Wait.
There's
Wisconsin?
one in particular. Yes.
Wisconsin.
You,
Oh, yeah, I didn't
You
think
forgot
about that.
Wisconsin.
Siri, list all 50 states.
She won't do it.
She won't do it.
She'll do whatever I tell her to do.
What happens if you say something rude to Siri? Like, what if you say...
She sometimes says something cheesy.
Siri,
back.
fuck you.
Well, I never.
Well, there you go.
You could get to the point where you could harass her. I think if you keep comparing it to Hal from 2001, I think she actually threatened to, like,
Oh, fuck.
call the...
That's great.
something, whatever. It's like, don't let me... I'll report you to the... whatever, something. I said...
Oh, wait, that was your goal, not the other team's. Never mind, that was all fuck.
Yeah.
Siri, say all 50 states.
That may be beyond my abilities at the moment.
Siri, you
Siri, you
idiot.
piece of shit.
Siri, you idiot.
That doesn't sound good.
You brought this on yourself, Siri.
You brought this on yourself, Siri.
Who, me?
It's just like her.
Oh, fun with Siri.
Yeah. If only she could give me a massage.
Stay tuned. Stay tuned. Oh, car hit me.
Nobody said Hawaii. And
Oh,
by nobody, I guess they mean you, since you were the one that was
Alaska.
saying them.
Illinois,
Oh, Illinois.
Connecticut, New Hampshire, Rhode Island, Maryland,
Jesus, there's too many.
Pennsylvania?
Wyoming.
There's too many.
Yes, well, what?
There's like at least 40.
Washington.
There's like 40 or 41 of them, right?
There's at least 41 states.
There's something like 41 states,
Oh,
right?
yeah, Washington.
Oregon, the one that Portland's
Portland.
in.
I was just thinking about that.
Oh, maybe I should have hit that.
Idaho.
Yeah, nice potatoes.
Yeah, some nice potatoes on you there, honey. Hey.
Wisconsin is cheese and beer, from what I can tell from Milwaukee. It's mostly beer.
And Indiana's corn.
Mm-hmm.
There used to be ads that would actually play saying there's more than corn in Indiana.
Hey, I might team one.
They had like an image problem. They had a corn image problem.
really?
Yeah.
Jeez.
It's too-
Corn image.
But the sad
corn-centric.
truth
The portal cake.
there is not more than corn in Indiana.
Oh.
It's just not there.
The cake is a lie.
Can we get the chat back on this screen?
Sorry about that.
Oh, everything's fucked.
Have you played Portal on the stream?
Wait a minute. Is that just disappearing when I go full screen, or is that? Oh, it is.
I think maybe if you just move the.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. What was that about Portal?
Have you ever played it?
Yeah.
Did you play on the stream? Do you play Portal 2?
Hold on. I'm trying to figure out this chat thing. I played. I think we played a little bit of Portal 2 co-op.
Oh, I see. Portal 2 is amazing. The campaign is so good.
Stay on that screen. You know what? It'll probably work because I don't care if I do this screen or not. I'll just do it windowed mode.
What?
I'm talking to myself.
Just make it bigger, maybe.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, everything's fucked. J 2016.
Everything
J
is,
Susan.
Everything is always fucked.
Portal 2, I was actually Jay and Colin name all the counties in Scotland. Oh my god.
No.
If Jim was here, he
He
could.
might be able to.
Oh, I
is
think
a-
Jack's in the chat.
Jim is actually Scottish.
Previously recorded live.
We played Portal 2 to test the Steam controller.
Yeah. I said
Jake-
we played co-op for a bit.
Jay Colin, ever seen Outland? Yes, that's a Peter Hyams movie with Sean Connery.
Oh, I've never seen that.
I think it's great. Jim hates it.
Yeah.
That was one of my favorite kind of childhood movies. It was great.
Yeah.
It's
I've
kind of
never
like
seen
it's like a sci-fi remake of High Noon.
it. Okay.
Peter Hyams did The Relic and End of Days.
Did he do a Bill and Ted movie?
I don't think
Am
so.
I thinking of somebody else?
End of Days isn't too great.
No. Peter Hyams, he was his own cinematographer. He'd always shoot his own movies.
I kind of liked End of Days when I saw it in the theater. That's the only time I've ever seen it. I just remember there's a scene where Arnold Schwarzenegger is beating up an old woman. I don't know if she's possessed by a demon or something.
Those were just outtakes.
But they're in a living room and he's just beating the shit out
I
of
don't
her. And he
even
throws her
remember
through a glass coffee table.
Yeah, that was behind the scenes footage. From, I told you to get out of my chair. Peter, I think I killed that woman. I'm gonna cover this up. Yeah, Outland I think it's pretty cool. I like the way it's shot, and it's just like
Okay.
a cool. It has a kind of the production design is very cool. It's kind of like Alien, very gritty and lived in and kind of gross. Yeah, check it out.
Anonymous says, "Hey Jay, do you read?" No. No. If so,
Just
that didn't really work. I was gonna try and make it like I didn't know what, I can't read.
yeah.
Because that would have been funny if I said, "Do you read?" and then it turns out I can't
don't
read.
understand what that says.
I don't think it would have worked.
I
but-
don't understand what those words
I
say.
think that's a joke. is the
Joke
problem.
failed.
If so, you should read American Psycho. I love the movie, but the book makes it look like a fucking Disney production.
Oh,
It's the
God,
only
yeah.
book to make me feel genuinely nauseous. Yes, I've read the book.
I've heard the movie is. Would you say better?
No, it's
I
different, right?
like the movie more than the book, but the book is pretty gnarly. There's a scene with is it a mouse?
The rat.
Oh,
scene?
Jesus
The rat.
Christ.
Yeah.
and like acid.
I heard about
There's-
it. I haven't actually read it.
There's a piece in the book with a rat that's pretty horrifying.
I used to work at a library all throughout high school, and the good thing was I was very corrupt, so I could kind of reserve books for myself.
Yeah.
And so it was like, oh, American Psycho. It's like everybody wants it, so I'm like, I'm gonna get it for myself first. So I'd go into the computer, I'd hack the computer, and then just put my name ahead of everything, and then they just deliver it to me. So I got to read all of these books before, and that was
For anybody else, because
Yeah.
because you're a prick.
I was a prick.
Yeah, exactly.
They're like, hey, we got all these new books. Put them on the shelf. I'm like, okay. And then I just put them in my locker and take them home and read them first. And that was one of the first books I read there. And it was like, oh my God, this is horrifying.
Anonymous says, please tell Jack that this new overlay used tonight is perfect. Thanks.
Oh dear, Jack's been experimenting with an overlay.
I know.
Yeah.
I was here for one of them, and it was the ugliest thing
It
ever.
didn't go over too well.
Colin, is there any Tim Hortons in Milwaukee? No.
We haven't
No.
seen any yet.
But
No,
I saw,
they aren't here.
I've seen 2 Bank of Montreals.
Yeah.
The BMO buildings. It's
Yeah.
so weird.
There are BMOs.
Very, very strange. Didn't Tim Hortons, I think, got bought out by like an American company,
There are
right?
some in New York apparently.
Tim Hortons?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
But it's called like Tim Hortons Bake Shop, and it's a little different than the ones at home.
Recruit more pimps for you, says Jay. Thoughts on the films of Terrence Malick? I've got money to waste, so I'm going to pick your brain on Criterion movies, directors tonight. Oh, no. Also, Tejas is Native American for friend, hence Texas. Okay.
Oh.
I haven't seen a whole lot of Terrence Malick. I've seen Badlands, which I liked a lot. What other Terrence Malick movies?
Did he
I didn't see
do-
Tree of Life.
Okay, that movie was terrible.
I know people are that's really divisive, but I've never seen
I like
it.
weird slow art house movies sometimes.
The New
but,
World?
ugh.
The New World.
It was like the Pocahontas one with.
Yeah, I haven't seen
Oh, I
that.
didn't know about that one.
I don't know if I've seen a Terrence Malick movie other than Badlands, but I really liked Badlands.
What was the war one?
Thin Red Line.
Thin Red
Red Line.
Line, yeah.
That's what they're saying. In the
Yeah,
Badlands was
Terrence,
great.
Terrence Malick is a blind spot for me.
True Romance was like a total rip-off remake of Badlands.
Yeah.
Same soundtrack.
Oh, yeah.
Dun, dun,
I've only seen True
dun,
Romance
dun,
once.
dun, dun. I love that movie. Did he do Transformers 6? Terrence Malick's Transformers 6. I remember my mom telling me, my mom was in BC, and you know,
Oh, for fuck's sake.
she's
Sorry.
like hangs out with a lot of like old ladies, and they went to the movie theater there, and they saw Tree of Life,
Oh.
and it actually had a sign. You have to like imagine
Is it
Victoria.
like a warning?
Yeah, there was a
a
warning
disclaimer.
sign. It was like, you know, pretty much like you can get your money back. This movie's really, really boring. Because Victoria, where she lives, is all old, retired British ladies and like British men and stuff like that. So it's like she goes to the movies with her 75-year-old friends. And then they saw the Tree of Life, and I think they all got their money back afterwards. You have to imagine it's all like very cheap Scottish people. What the hell was that about?
Why not give the Transformers series to Terrence Malick?
That'd be great.
More weirdo art house filmmakers need to be given mainstream properties. Why not?
40 minutes of like wheats blowing with like
Yeah.
narration from Optimus Prime.
I want to see Nicholas Winding Refn make a Batman movie. Why not?
Oh yeah, isn't he producing the remake of Maniac Cop?
Yeah, he's a big Maniac Cop fan.
That's
It could be
crazy.
good.
Which I don't like the original Maniac Cop all that much. Maniac Cop 2 is great. And he's actually on the commentary track for the Blu-ray.
Is he really?
It's Bill Lustig, the director, and Nicholas Winding Refn. But it's never mentioned on the commentary why Nicholas Winding Refn is there.
That's so bizarre.
So if you don't know, you're just like, why is that guy on this?
Was Robert Z'Dar in all of them, or
Mhm, yeah, he's the Maniac Cop
what
in all of
about
them.
Bruce Campbell?
Bruce Campbell's in the first 2.
Okay,
Yeah,
How many are there? 3?
there's 3. The third one is not that great.
Was there a fourth?
Mm-mm.
No.
Nah. The second one is like a perfect B movie, though.
I thought that was one of those they kept milking and milking and milking.
No, they did a third one, and it kind of got fucked over when they were making it, so they stopped.
Neil Breen's Transformers would be a mindfuck.
That would be amazing.
Did you see the newest Transformers with Marky Mark?
No. Absolutely not.
I think I watched like. I can't get through those movies. I think I watched like 20 minutes of it.
The only one I've seen completely is the first one.
Yeah.
Well, no, I guess we kind of watched the first 3 all at the same time, but you
Oh,
can't
that's
really
right,
say
yeah.
that.
That was brilliant, by the way.
Sure.
That was so good.
You can't really. I can't really say I watched.
That was
I saw them.
incredible. It's almost like they had an editing template.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, guy gets
Yeah, it
introduced
was
here.
so interesting to see when things like lined up and. guys hear a fart sound?
Yes, you did.
What was that from?
I have no idea.
It was in the game, right?
Can't be. The
It came-
volume's too low.
I
It came
love
from the TV.
I love the Sane Cop series. Very my speed.
No.
Yeah.
Charred, is it you?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Yeah, they're actually showing. A lot of people are talking about Neil Breen, but they're showing Pass Through in Toronto. I think in July.
This month, next month. Yeah.
They've been trying to get Neil Breen to come up, but apparently
It's not going so well.
it's not going so well. Yeah. He thought his movie was too serious for
The theater, it's
the Royal
screening
Cinema.
at,
We
yeah.
usually do I don't know, we watch bad movies or just odd movies.
They show regular movies there too, though.
Yeah, but just the ones that Peter hosts, I mean, are kind of weird movies that you'd kind of, laugh at. Good bad movies. I think he thought that.
Well, that's definitely not a Neil Breen movie.
No,
He's a serious artist, damn
yeah,
it.
exactly.
Yeah.
I think he just got the feeling that they'd be making fun of his movie or something like that.
Why would he get that feeling?
He should never
I
have
don't
his
know.
movies played in any theater ever if he's concerned about that.
Yeah.
We don't know the
Yes.
full story,
Yes.
but
No.
no. The point
what I'm
is,
saying,
the
he just
movie is
doesn't-
showing, so we can see that.
He seems like he just does not understand what
God
people
bless
see
him
in
for
his
that,
movies.
too.
I know.
That's what makes him special.
That's why I said I hope he doesn't get spoiled kind of Tommy Wiseau and then
Yeah.
you know what I
Gets too
mean?
into
I hope he
it.
just
Birdemic, what's his name?
James
I don't know that guy's
Niang or
Whatever. Yeah, the guy who directed Birdemic.
Whoa. It said boom when it exploded.
Oh shit!
Boom goes the dynamite. Yeah, his Twitter is amazing. It's just he doesn't
It's quite funny.
quite know how to use Twitter.
He's not going to pass through.
Wow.
I love how he spelt through wrong in the title.
I don't get it.
Mm.
I am
There's,
here.
there's artistic implications.
Dot.
Yes.
Did you stay for Fateful Findings on the Movie Dicks?
No,
Okay.
I can't. I'm not watching any of those until
Yeah.
we watch them for the show or something.
Oh, okay. Yeah, pass through.
It's amazing.
Yeah, Fateful
Fateful
Findings is really
Findings.
good.
The Blue Blaze says, "Hey guys, with so many recent games and movies that focus entirely on visual quality and effects, what are some great movies and games that look like shit?"
Well, Double Down. That's a great movie.
Pass Through is a recent movie.
Great movies that look like shit? I don't know. I really like the movie Tangerine. I wouldn't say it looks like shit, but it was shot on an iPhone.
yeah.
It looks amazing for a shot.
Yeah, I mean, you can tell it's
iPhone.
video. Like, you can,
Yeah.
it has a different look to it, but I wouldn't say it's bad. But that's the closest thing I can think of.
Yeah.
I don't know. Games that look like shit.
That are still good.
I don't know if there's any recent ones, but even those kind of
For the time.
Yeah. You know what? The funny thing is, I remember when Half-Life was coming out, the very first one.
That was on the Quake 1 engine when Quake 2 was a thing.
Yeah, and I remember my friend was like, "Oh man, this is going to be such an amazing game. I've heard all these things about it." And I kept watching the trailers, and I'm like, "God, the graphics are terrible." They were very dated at the time, when it came out. And I was not into what I was seeing, in the trailer. And I was like, this game's going to suck. And then when it came out, it was to this day, it's one of my favorite games. And I just love the Half-Life series. But that was one of those things where it's just the gameplay and the story. And
The time it came out, I never played Half-Life 1 because the time it came out, I don't think I had a computer that was up to 3D games at that point.
Oh, I see. I can't remember when that was. It was early 90s or mid-90s. Mid-90s, probably.
Yeah, I guess with this question, I'm thinking of more recent things, but I think they
Yeah.
just mean in general. What are some great movies and games that look like shit? I mean, Clerks. Clerks looks pretty crappy.
I've never liked...
Never liked Clerks?
No, I saw it, I would say about 10 years ago for the first time. And
Oh,
it's
really?
Yeah.
I think you had to have seen it at that time.
I think so, yeah.
It kind of captured something
I just did not like it.
for the era, but yeah. The early John Waters movies look pretty terrible, and they're some of the funniest things ever.
Hey, Don Doler.
Don Doler films.
Yeah.
Although don't know if I would say they're good movies.
No, Half-Life was 98, 99. Okay. Oh, did you see the trailer for that new Kevin Smith movie, the Yoga Hosers?
Oh God! And I'm a defender of Tusk. I actually
man.
kind of like Tusk.
Tusk was like, I think, the best movie.
It had a weird like
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck anymore
Yeah.
attitude that I kind of appreciated.
It really goes off the rails though. Like it.
That's kind of what I liked about it though. It just really felt like
Oh, those Johnny Depp scenes.
well,
were
the Johnny Depp is
just
terrible in it. He's the worst part of the movie.
unwatchable.
And he's in the Yoga Hosers too, which is unfortunate.
God damn it.
Everything aside from him, like the fact that Michael Parks takes his performance so seriously.
Oh
in
yeah.
Tusk
Well, he's a great actor.
Is what makes it kind of great. But yeah. So as someone that actually defends Tusk, and I know a lot of people hate that movie, Yoga Hosers looks like the worst thing.
Yeah.
I haven't even heard of this.
Oh, it's so
Garbage.
it looks so
it's
bad.
starring like Kevin Smith's daughter and Johnny Depp's daughter.
Mm.
It takes place in Canada, so there's lots of bad Canadian jokes.
Yeah. Well, that's his whole thing. Tusk was Canada too.
God damn it.
Now he's just doing everything in Canada
The
and making
worst.
the laziest, easiest jokes.
It's like Johnny Depp
Well,
is
like,
playing some like.
Don't make fun of Canadians.
But it's like bad jokes. It's like the Johnny Depp's playing like a French Canadian cop,
Mm.
and it's like, you don't know anything about like Quebec or Montreal. It's like this is some. It's like he's some Parisian and he's wearing a beret,
No.
and it's like you don't know anything about Canada, do you?
Anonymous says, has anyone seen the movie Under the Skin? I recently watched it, and
Yeah.
it was ... interesting.
It was
Um,
interesting.
I really liked it.
I love Under the Skin. It's actually one of my favorite movies of like the last decade. It finds that perfect balance that I like in a movie where it's abstract, but there's still a story that you can, to kind of tie everything together.
Yeah.
It's not
It has
for
something
everybody.
to connect to.
But
For me, it didn't have like the strongest narrative, but I think it was like.
it didn't
Oh,
have much
I
of
think
a
it's- I
narrative
think it's
at
perfect
all.
But it had
for
a
what it
good
needs to be.
tone. I love the tone of it.
The music, I
And
have
the
the
music.
soundtrack. It's
Yeah.
great.
I like the real the kind of documentary footage that they
Yeah, the
Mm.
fact that they
or
were
whatever
just
you wanna call it,
she's
guerrilla
just driving
shooting,
around
yeah.
and talking to real people for a
That
lot
was
of it.
really interesting.
No, it's a sad movie too. I mean, it's
Mhm.
about this alien that tries to understand humanity and realizes that she can. Like, it's sad. I like that movie a lot. But yeah, I love the tone and the look of it all.
I love that. Yeah, when the visuals and like the
Mhm.
music kind of like
Music was
mesh
good.
like very very well, and it just had this awesome vibe to it.
That
I
would
love
be
it.
fun to have on vinyl. The Under the Skin soundtrack.
Yeah,
That's what I have that.
Do you? Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know if it existed.
Yeah. I have Under the Skin. I have The Witch. I have all these things that are just like weird ambience and shrieking noises.
Yeah,
That's
I
what I
kinda love
listen
that
to
stuff.
on vinyl.
Neighbors just think you're crazy.
Yeah, I love when movies do that. It's sad. I like it a lot. J Bauman, 2016.
It's a very human
Oh, yeah.
story about a character that isn't human.
Starman. Somebody said I think Starman's quite an underrated Carpenter film.
Oh yeah, that's a good
I've
movie.
never seen it.
It's good. I've only seen it once, maybe twice when I was really little. It's very different for John Carpenter, but
Yeah,
it's
it
good.
seems like a kind of.
All right, I am going to open this up to anybody who wants to join. I'm creating private room. The name is Prereq, all lowercase, one word, PREREC, and the password is going to be 1234. So anybody who owns Rocket League can join in. All right, sorry.
I remember Starman was like. That was like a kind of big hit, wasn't it? When it
Yeah.
came out?
That was sort of John Carpenter trying to make up for
Like
the
a
thing.
mainstream.
Because the thing was such a
Yeah.
mean alien movie, and it came out right around the same time as E.T.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
And so he followed it up with Starman, this really sort of gentle alien film.
Yeah.
I've never seen Starman. Should I?
Yes, it's good.
I think that's the only. I think it's the only Carpenter film I haven't seen.
Have you seen Memoirs of an Invisible Man?
Yeah, I saw it in the theater.
That is the least John Carpenter movie.
Oh my god.
That's
John Carpenter ever made.
so not John Carpenter. I didn't
Yeah.
even know that was a John Carpenter film.
I believe it was just sort of like a work for hire kind of thing.
Yeah.
Where he's just like,
Is
all
that
right, I'll
the-
do this.
the
Chevy Chase.
Chevy Chase.
I've actually seen that, and I was very confused.
I haven't seen it since I was a little kid. I remember thinking it was okay.
I just remember thinking he was weird.
Maybe he just wanted to do a film that had an Invisible Man effect in it.
I don't know. I don't know why
I
he
remember
did
the
that
effects
movie.
at the time were kind of cool, but it was
Yeah,
kind of like I
they
remember
were
just
interesting.
being really boring.
Sam Neill's the villain in it, so that's the first time.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Oh.
John Carpenter. I love Sam Neill, and then he worked
was-
with him again on In the Mouth of Madness.
It was Daryl Hannah.
Is Daryl Hannah in it?
Was she the
She's
love
the woman,
interest?
isn't she?
I don't remember.
Yeah, I think so. I think it was Daryl Hannah. I wonder if Jim's forgotten about the stream, or he's just like
I got better things.
so
to do.
tired he
Yeah.
just went to bed. I
How
wouldn't
are
blame
you?
him.
How are you not exhausted?
It's been an exhausting week.
Who, me?
Yes, everyone.
We-
Everyone in this room.
Oh my god, you gotta be kidding. We nap like
We had lots of naps.
we get up for breakfast, we drag ourselves out, get some breakfast at the hotel, and then go back to bed, and we nap for another 2 or 3 hours before getting up again. And I can
Sweet.
nap again.
We have gotten some shit done.
We've gotten a lot done.
It's like every day. That first night was just like, man, we packed so much in.
The first night?
Oh yeah, the whole first day, like when.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I was thinking of like filming stuff, but
Oh,
that
no,
wasn't
no.
necessarily filming things.
Yeah, we
but-
did the two. I remember last year was the worst. Like I've never been so tired in my life. And I just look at myself like in the.
Well, there was also some Space Cops effect work going on then. I mean,
Not
I think
last
we're doing
time.
more last
Not-
time, weren't we?
No, not last time.
Not
That was the time before that. That was
Yeah.
Yeah, it was the 2 times before that. But I remember just last year, like when I even look at myself in like the best of the worst like video, I'm like, oh my god, I look so tired. And I
Jim
felt it.
looks super tired.
Yeah,
in
I
some of
felt
those.
it. Like I was just like every night we'd be doing something.
I could be wrong, but I think that best of the worst we filmed is going to be a classic.
It's
Oh,
gonna
the
be,
wheel?
It's gonna be an
The
instant.
wheel.
Oh, the
Don't-
wheel,
Don't,
yeah,
don't want
yeah.
to hype it up too much,
Yeah,
but
that's a good point.
Yeah.
as far as what we
It's
had
gonna
to
be
work with and
terrible.
what we came up with,
Yeah.
is,
I
I
think that was
think
good.
it might be good.
I don't know, but the other one maybe with some editing.
Oh sure.
Some editing magic.
Yeah, the other one will be acceptable. It'll be an acceptable episode.
You know why? Because, well, you never know until you, like, trim all the empty
Silences.
crap out.
We got things to show. It'll be fine.
Gay for Jay says, what are your guys' thoughts on the Trailer Park Boys? That's a Canadian thing, right?
It is
Yeah.
Canadian.
Trailer Park
Yeah.
Boys?
It's like East Coast, like Nova Scotia?
I think so.
Or Halifax? Yeah,
I
Halifax.
think so.
I think
was,
I've
uh,
seen
in Nova
half of
Scotia.
one episode.
I think I've seen like half a season, the first season when
I've
it was on Netflix.
seen most of it. I can't remember how many seasons there were. There were a lot, and then a bunch. It just recently came back on Netflix. I haven't seen the most recent one, but the one before that, I think the first of the new like Netflix seasons I watched, and yeah, it's really funny.
Yeah, it was kind of, it's like one of those things.
I think it's funny.
Yeah, it's like, all right,
It's
fine.
stupid.
I'd
but
never, yeah, it's very dumb, and I wouldn't go out of my way to watch it. That was Ellen Page got started on,
That's
on
true.
that show.
Oh, that's right. You mentioned that the other day. I
Yeah.
had no idea.
Early Ellen Page.
Speaking of early Ellen Page movies.
No spoilers.
I know.
Oh! I'd never heard of that.
Which is referring to something we
Yeah,
filmed.
yeah.
Or
That's
is
like
he?
something you would make up.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah, the title sounds like a joke.
That's a stay tuned.
That would be like, yeah. Something on like Mr. Show or something. If they had to list a bunch, like 20 movies, that
Yeah,
would be one
yeah.
of them. It's like, come on. Or it'd be something you guys would make up with your fuck off, ghost.
Anonymous says, have any of you seen Bone Tomahawk?
Oh no, I
but
haven't.
Jim
They
loves
haven't.
that
Jim,
movie.
Jim and I were talking about Bone Tomahawk because I thought that movie was fantastic.
Jim could not stop talking about it.
He has more. It's a Western horror movie starring Kurt Russell and contains one of the most grotesque death scenes I've seen in a while.
Yeah.
Put
Yeah.
anything in Green Inferno to shame. Yes, there is a moment in that movie that is one of the most shocking things I've seen, and it's hard to shock me.
Wait.
But it's the way it was executed and where it comes in the story. It's amazing.
It's funny he mentions Green Inferno because Jim watched Green Inferno and then said Bone Tomahawk was everything that
Yeah.
he thought Green Inferno would be.
Yeah.
I don't know how Eli Roth keeps getting hired. I think he's
Knock Knock
garbage.
is one of the most hilariously bad movies of
I
recent
heard
years.
it's terrible. He's like garbage.
And it's almost exclusively because of Keanu Reeves' performance. He is hysterical in that movie.
like just bad.
It's so bad.
I have not seen Kurt Russell in anything in ages. What's
Oh,
he been
man.
in?
He was
lately?
in Hateful Eight.
Hateful Eight.
And
I haven't seen it,
I
so
never saw that.
He was in the
yeah.
last Fast and the
He was in the
Furious.
last Fast and the Furious
yeah.
movie.
also haven't seen it. Sorry.
great.
So
He was
so
in
he's-
two westerns in this last year, Bone Tomahawk and
He's
Hateful Eight.
still got it.
So he's
he's
still
great.
got it. I just haven't seen him in
Yeah,
any
no,
of these
he's
things.
he's still great.
He doesn't need to work anymore, and I think he's more about. I know him.
What do I feel like doing?
Yeah.
Just
Oh yeah,
things
he's
he
reached that
likes,
point where
I
he can do
guess.
that.
He and Goldie Hawn have a cottage in Ontario.
Oh really?
Were they still together? Was it a Hollywood couple that have not gotten divorced?
They
by-
never
never
got
got married.
married.
They never got married.
But
They never
I
got
believe
married.
they're still together.
They
Oh,
just
yeah.
lived together for decades.
That's interesting, isn't
Yeah.
it?
Yeah.
It was a great photo I have of him. It was like I sent it to April. It was like him. It looks like he's outside of his cottage and he's wearing a T-shirt that says Canada. And he's got a big goblet of wine and he's
yeah.
smoking like outside of his front door. I'm like, hey, it's Kurt Russell. He's so cool.
Oh, Recruit More Pimps for You is back with more pretentious stuff.
You'd never guess that from his name.
I'm joking because
Oh, yeah,
I think the
Deathbird.
word pretentious is way overused. But anyone ever see Pierre Lefort? Lefort?
All the time.
I recently fell in love with that and The Seventh Seal, so I'm looking for beautiful, dark, twisted, foreign Criterion type movies. Also, Jay, have you seen Neon Demon? I have not seen Neon Demon. I love The Seventh Seal, but I have not seen Pierre Lefort.
Oh yeah, Kurt Russell's in Guardians of the Galaxy too.
Oh yeah, he's going to be in
Yeah,
that,
he's gonna.
which is exciting.
That's great.
Was he going to be the dad or something?
He's Doug. Yeah, Chris.
Yeah.
That's
Chris
the
Pratt's
theory,
dad.
but it hasn't been confirmed. It would make sense.
Yeah.
That would be awesome. Kurt Russell, God damn it, he's great. He elevates everything that he's in.
Big trouble. Little China.
I wish that John Carpenter would do that live, but I don't think he's been doing that song.
Oh really?
What?
Yeah.
That'd
He doesn't
be
want to sing. He
perfect.
just wants to play his keyboard.
Yeah, that's true.
I guess.
Well, you could just sample it on the
Or
keyboard.
you could get like a guest star to sing.
I've seen like a photo on YouTube, and I think it was one of the John Carpenter concerts that he's doing now, and I think it's just the laziest fucking thing.
No, there's video of it.
Is
He's
it?
totally into it.
I saw one clip, and it just seemed like he had the keyboard going. And I could swear it was just like playing auto.
No.
And it was one of those. As much as I like his music, I'm repetitive. Like,
Sure. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, whatever. Come on, it's John Carpenter.
Yeah. No, it's catchy stuff
What do you
though,
want?
and his original songs for the Lost Themes albums he's been doing are great. But no, for all the reports I've heard from
Yep.
shows that he's done already is that he's totally into it, and he feels like a rejuvenated musician.
Okay, so I saw one clip, and that was what I'm basing this on.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, he's not jumping around the stage, but he's into what he's playing. I even heard a report that he danced a little bit at one of his shows. So.
reports that he danced.
He
There's
danced
reports coming in.
Carpenter moves.
That's the word on the street.
John Carpenter.
Where is it? John Carpenter has danced.
Also, Germany invades Poland.
But more importantly, John Carpenter danced.
Rich, why do you hate John Carpenter?
I love John Carpenter.
Hashtag Rich hates everything.
somebody said, "Rich, say
You can be critical of things you like.
say
you can
the word hate."
hate.
Oh no, are they like sampling that or something?
Was he dancing because he was possessed?
Ah, God damn it.
Wouldn't that be something if an artist, like someone that's been around for decades, that's well liked and has done work that people admire, wouldn't that be something if they just got possessed by a demon?
Oh, that'd be so cool.
Like, well, what do you think happened to Michael Jackson? What makes you so damn sure this hasn't happened?
That's true.
Oh wait, somebody's saying. Oh, Ozmike is saying, Colin, have you seen Wake and Fright? Yes.
He's asking you because he asked me constantly.
Yes.
And I haven't watched it.
And I've been
What is
telling
it?
everyone to see this movie. It's so good. It came on Netflix, and I work at a place, and one of the directors there is like, Jesus Christ, my favorite movie is this movie called Wake in Fright.
Wake and Fright.
It's an Australian movie.
Australian movie. And he said, you can't find it, but it's on YouTube. It's never been released.
No, it's on Blu-ray.
Just came out on Blu-ray.
Yeah.
So I just found it on Netflix one day and watched it, and it is fucking amazing. It's horrifying. Horrifying. It's got Donald Pleasance is in it, and I later found out it's a Canadian director, and he directed Weekend at Bernie's.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
The first one, though, not the second one.
I don't know if he did the second one, but yeah. Fantastic movie. Oh my God. It's just, it's so uncomfortable to watch. Ted Kotcheff
Wrong
directed
way.
it.
Wrong way.
Oh, God. Yeah, it's just one of those. God almighty. Ugh. It's like I never want to watch it again, but it's just so good.
That describes the type of movies I like.
Oh, man.
When
yeah.
I watch them with someone else and they say that was good, and I never want to see it again.
Yeah.
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 If you had to pick one, which one would you watch? Halloween 6 or Jason Goes to Hell?
I've never seen
Can
either.
anyone
I
answer
haven't
that other
seen
than me?
either.
I saw both of those in the theater
Which
when I was
one
way
was
too
it?
young.
Which one was 6?
Halloween 6 is the one with Paul Rudd.
And the Magic Stone.
And the magic, well, that's in the original, the producer's cut, they call it.
Really?
He saves the day with magic stones. It's so stupid.
What?
I would rather watch Jason Goes to Hell because Halloween 6 sucks.
What was the Halloween where they did the CG mask for some shots?
That's H2O.
Okay.
Because it was like a constant struggle. No one could decide what they wanted the mask to look like.
Yeah.
So there's multiple different masks in that movie.
Really?
And there's one
Yeah.
shot where they did a CG mask because and it looks terrible. Like it looks awful in the movie.
The company I was working at the time was bidding on those shots
Oh
to do
really?
this mask, and I was like, I was so confused.
Why are they doing CG for a rubber mask?
I'm like, why are they doing CG mask?
Yeah, throughout the movie, the mask keeps changing.
And nobody
looks.
could explain to me why they were doing a CG mask.
Yeah.
I'm like, they're like, well, they want it to be kind of like dirtier and
And it's
more ragged
noticeable.
and
Like it
scuffed
looks,
up.
it stands out so much in the movie.
yeah, nobody could explain.
It's an
it.
alright movie, H2O. I think it's okay.
Is it the one where what's her name came back?
That's where
Yeah.
Jamie Lee Curtis comes
Okay.
back. Yeah. Yeah, it's not bad.
Then ignore the last, 3 Halloween
Yeah, it's
movies
basically
too.
Halloween 1 and 2, and
What was
then it
one with
ignores the rest of
Coolio?
them.
Was Coolio in one?
No, not Coolio. It's
Oh, Busta
Busta
Rhymes?
Rhymes. It's
Sorry.
in Halloween Resurrection.
I'm a huge racist, apparently.
Halloween Resurrection is awful.
Oh, okay.
That one's terrible.
LL Cool J.
Wait, are Coolio and LL Cool J two different people?
Oh God. LL Cool J was in Deep Blue Sea.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
He was
Right
shot.
around the same time as
All
Halloween
those-
Resurrection, right?
All
Was it?
those rappers, they have those weird names. I can't keep track
Ice
of
T,
them.
Ice
Everybody's
Cube.
cool.
Something T.
Cool and ice.
Cool Ice.
Coolie Cool, McDog.
Icy McCool Cool.
HR Puffin stuff.
And then we have in Toronto, we have Snow. Because he's super cool.
He's a local
Oh,
rapper.
I thought
Snow.
you just had snow because it's Toronto.
We do have that. We have
Works
that
on multiple
Snow, too.
levels.
But
It's
you
like
mean
we-
Snow the rapper, famous for Informer,
And the
Which
album 12
nobody in
Inches
our
of
chat
Snow.
remembers because they were all fetuses.
Yeah. Because, there's lots of snow in Toronto. Also, maybe he does some cocaine, snow.
He has a song called "Legal" about how women are legal. They're of legal age, so he can sleep.
Oh
with
my
them.
God.
And that's what
of
it's
course.
about.
And now
But
we've
he
got,
makes the pun "legal tender" in it.
Oh,
Look it
God.
up.
Oh.
Gross.
It's terrible.
Now we've got Drake.
Yeah, that's all we got.
That's enough.
Denbub says, Jay, do you have any favorite film noir? No.
Dark City.
Would that be considered film noir?
Oh,
Kind
yeah.
of, yeah.
Okay.
I'll say so.
So I'm definitely gonna say Dark
Is
City.
that like classic film noir, or is that a movie that is evoking old film noir?
Yeah, I think film noir is like you'd have to go way back.
That's yeah, exactly. And I'm not
Like the Maltese Falcon.
Yeah,
or
I'm not well versed enough in that to
the
really
Big
say.
Sleep.
T. Carlisle 4 says, "Hey guys, love all your work. I was curious if any of you were fans of any anthology series
Yeah, I
like
saw that.
Twilight Zone, Outer Limits, Tales from the Crypt, etc.
Twilight Zone's great.
And if you had any favorite episodes." Yeah, I love the Twilight Zone and I love Tales from the Crypt. Twilight Zone was before my time, but I watched it a lot as a kid. And then Tales from the Crypt I grew up with.
I can't peg a favorite episode of the Twilight Zone.
No, I've got the.
I love the
entire
Pigman
collection.
episode.
Oh
That's
yeah,
that's
yeah.
a classic.
Twilight Zone is my favorite anthology series of all time.
Yeah,
I love it.
mine just for nostalgic reasons is
Yeah.
Tales from the Crypt. I grew up with that. It was so, it was so much like harder edged than Twilight Zone. It had violence and
Was
nudity.
it really?
It had a punny host.
Yeah, it was like the shittiest puns. Did you hear they're redoing it?
Yeah, M. Night Shyamalan is
Oh
producing
Jesus
it.
Oh.
Christ!
He's
You
just
kidding?
producing it.
Oh.
If they don't have the Crypt Keeper, if it's just a new anthology
think
show
it's-
that they're calling Tales from the Crypt,
Yeah.
then it's like why?
I heard that he's not going to be in it.
See that's like a
It
waste.
has potential. Maybe.
I hope it's like the host. It's M. Night Shyamalan doing the Crypt Keeper.
One of my favorite Tales from the Crypts is I think it was called TV Terrors. It was the lead in it was Morton Downey Jr., the famous loudmouth
Yeah.
talk show host, and he goes into a supposedly haunted house with his crew, and spooky things start to happen. It's a good episode.
Remember John Carpenter's Body Bags?
Yeah, I have that on Blu-ray.
Yes.
I don't remember the quality. I just remember him doing it.
It's okay. It was shot originally. It was supposed to be like a pilot for a series,
Yeah.
and then at some point they just decided they didn't want to do the series, so they just released it as like an anthology movie. It's all right.
Was it like?
I thought it was on like Showtime as a series, short, briefly.
It was on Showtime just as a made for Showtime
Oh, was it?
movie. Yeah.
So what was it?
It's well, in its current form it's an anthology movie. But it was
They're
three
all directed by.
John Carpenter directed the first two, the third one was directed by Tobe Hooper.
Okay.
And Tobe Hooper one stars Mark Hamill.
Really?
And it's the darkest one. It's really dark. Yeah, he gets like this eye implants, like he's a baseball player,
yeah.
and I think he gets in a car crash, and so his eye gets fucked up. So they implant a new eye, and it turns out to be the eye of like a serial killer.
Of course.
Of course.
And so he
As
starts
they-
to go
as-
nuts.
yeah.
Yeah.
That always happens.
But it's really like the first two are sort of playful and fun,
Yeah.
and then that one gets like really dark.
Huh, that's really weird.
Sounds interesting.
So like John Carpenter was gonna like produce the series or something?
Yeah.
Or-
Oh, you
Then
know,
he hosted Crypt
Presented
Keeper style?
by-
he
or something?
hosted it. Yeah, he produced it and he hosted it. He was like a Crypt Keeper type host. And
He
they
kind
put
of
him in,
looks
like,
like
this-
the Crypt Keeper.
Yeah, exactly. But they put him in like this old age makeup, and he was in like a.
They
like
put
a,
him in old age makeup.
Yeah,
He
well,
does
this
not
was,
need it.
This was like 27 years ago.
Even then.
Even then,
He's
yeah.
looked like he's looked like Mr. Burns for the past 40 years.
Because he's a smoker.
Yeah, although he quit smoking like a year ago,
Eh,
Oh,
which
good.
is almost like
Before he
too
went
little,
on
too,
Way
late,
too late.
But yeah,
whatever.
no, Body Bags is okay.
His like lung tumors have tumors. Yeah, I loved. I think I was talking to you about the Twilight Zone, maybe recently, but it was all Richard Matheson wrote a lot of them. He was like Stephen King's writing idol,
Yeah,
who wrote I Am Legend,
right.
which is one of my favorite books of all time. I love that book. So if you saw a good Twilight Zone episode, it's probably because Richard Matheson wrote it, or Rod Serling. Speaking
One of them.
Speaking of chain smokers, Jesus Christ.
The Blue Blaze says, I wrote a script for a short movie, but don't know.
Jim's here.
Oh, Jim's here.
He's in the chat.
Hey,
Hi, Jim.
Sorry to interrupt you.
Jim.
I
What's
wrote a
going
script
on?
for a short movie, but don't know anybody who either wants to or is able to work with me on making it. What do I do?
Make it yourself and it'll be terrible. And then keep making movies until they start to suck less, and then
Yes.
eventually you'll make something good.
That's it.
If you have
there's-
passion for it, then people will pick up on that.
Yeah. Also, have you seen John Wick? I think it's a great action movie.
Oh, yeah.
John
Love
Wick
John
is
Wick.
really,
Oh,
really
it's so
good.
awesome.
Need to watch that again.
Surprisingly good.
I love that movie.
I was really surprised by that
I
movie.
love that movie.
I love the
yeah.
hotel. I love the kind of world that they
Yeah,
set
it's
up,
got
you
like this
know?
really subtle world building going on.
And there was,
that's
like, the
interesting.
rules.
You almost feel like it could be like a TV show. Like there's different characters. And
Yeah, well now they're doing a sequel.
Yeah.
Which
yeah.
I don't know. We'll see. I just love the simplicity of that movie.
I love like the little, you're not allowed to fight one another in the hotel, and you have
Yeah.
like the kind of token, the gold like coins, whatever
Mhm.
that they pay for. I thought that was terrific. Such a good movie. I love it. It's all because of a puppy. A puppy gets killed.
Yeah. Anonymous says, Jay, I know you saw Enemy, so I was wondering if you saw any of that director's other films, specifically Prisoners and Sicario. Also, do you know this director is doing the new Blade Runner film? Yes, I know he's doing Blade Runner.
Denis Villeneuve.
I have not seen Prisoners. I saw Sicario, which is a good movie, but I didn't personally connect with it just because I didn't care about the subject matter. But it's really well made and really well acted.
I think he's French-Canadian.
I believe
Yeah.
so. Yes.
Because Enemy was shot in Toronto, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
It takes place in Toronto.
Yeah, yeah.
Which is
and
very
it, and it really showcases all the ugly architecture.
It's perfect, really. It perfectly.
Yeah, I remember
it
Mike and
perfectly
you-
We were
captures
making fun of it
You
Toronto.
know what? This is a funny thing.
Toronto's the ugliest city.
It is not.
It
It's just
is.
that section that they had.
Yeah.
And
It is in that movie.
so as a joke, I remember I was working on Space Cop, and I actually built. I think it was one of the buildings that he goes to. I took it from your episode where it was like a flyover, and it was like this sort of three
The
prongs,
three apartment
like
buildings.
apartment, like
Oh, yeah.
Creighton
Those
Hall.
are everywhere. in
Yeah,
Toronto.
and they really showcase in that movie. It's like Mike was saying how ugly Toronto was, and I actually built one in 3D, and I was going to stick it in the back of Space Cop as like a fuck you. Like,
You never actually saw Enemy, did you?
no, I haven't seen
You
it.
gotta watch it.
Well, it was on iTunes, and now it's only for purchase. You can't rent it.
I'm pretty sure it's on that hard drive I gave you.
Oh, really?
I think so.
Uh,
It might be on my other one
didn't.
that I ripped from the Blu-ray that I bought.
Wait, Mark Maron interviews John Carpenter tomorrow.
Oh.
What?
Well, that's interesting.
That could be good.
Yeah.
That's Jim saying that.
Oh.
Mark Maron does amazing interviews. Oh, that'd be great. Toronto. Yeah, Octo J. Toronto.
A Farron says, Rich,
Yeah.
I love your XCOM 2 stream. It made me buy the game,
Thank you.
which is at a pretty good discount now, thanks to the Steam summer sale.
40% off now on Steam.
God.
I can't wait to miss from 2 feet away with my Ranger Thword.
It's an XCOM thing, Jay. Don't worry about it.
I don't know what that means.
It means you'll miss a close shot, a high percentage shot.
Frisco Jones says, Hi Jay, here's $2 to hear you talk about the Tales from the Crypt episode Carry on Death with Twin Peaks' own Kyle MacLachlan. Probably my favorite episode. I don't remember that one.
Oh no!
Is that the one in the desert when he's like handcuffed to a cop or something?
I don't remember any individual Tales from the Crypt except for the homicidal Santa Claus.
Well, that's one of the best ones. Is Carry on Death? That might be the one in the desert. In which case, I barely remember it. I'm so sorry, Frisco Jones. Does he cut his hand off? I don't know.
Someone cuts their hand off.
I think it's like a. If I'm thinking of the right episode.
You know, like a chicken kind of thing with a hand or something weird. Is that?
No, I think it's like a cop, and Kyle MacLachlan's like a thug that he's arrested, and they're handcuffed together, and they get stranded in the desert or something, and then the cop dies. So it's Kyle MacLachlan like dragging around this dead body. I have no idea if this is correct or not. Wait, Gallagher walked out of a Mark Maron interview? Is that what someone's saying?
Like the Gallagher.
Well, there's actually there's two
Is
Gallaghers.
there-
I was gonna say there's
There's
only
too
one,
many
but
Gallaghers.
Who's the other Gallagher?
it's his brother.
Oh, really?
Yeah, there was Gallagher and then Gallagher 2, which was his brother who looks exactly like him that kind of took over the shtick.
Oh.
I don't know if anyone's confirmed that I'm right about this Tales from the Crypt episode or not. Rich, what happened to the overlay?
I don't have it on today. We'll give it another shot. I said I'd let Jack redesign it, make it a little bit smaller, and we'll see what happens. I owe it to Jack to try. He's gung-ho on it for some reason.
What's the overlay?
Never mind.
Okay, never mind.
It's a whole thing.
It's a
Okay,
thing.
okay,
The border they had
Okay.
on the screen.
Maybe it'll look nice. Maybe the new Ghostbusters won't suck.
You gotta be optimistic.
Oh, he's got an email. Previously recorded, just went live. Sweet.
It's a little bit late.
Ah, damn. Wonder who's on.
What an
tonight.
unreliable bit of technology.
I wonder what they're playing.
You get it
tonight.
right away, but your phone has to, it has to be set to give you emails right away. So
Yeah.
if it's not, then you
whatever.
just get it whenever you get it. Yeah.
Summer Shandies. Jim is saying, "Oh my God, spotted cow."
Right now we're drinking Fuel Cafe Stout brewed with coffee.
And I'm drinking a Fixed Gear American Red IPA. I had a Summer Shandy this afternoon,
And I
which
had
was,
a grapefruit radler, which is very similar.
if anybody has not been to Milwaukee, the beer is amazing here.
Oh my god, this is a slaughter. Which is perfect for me because I don't drink.
Yeah.
It's a place to go if you're not alcoholic.
Oh, this is the worst place to come.
I think get your questions in now. I think 2 more matches and then that's about good.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
sounds about right.
2 more matches.
Yeah, I hate IPAs.
Yeah, Mr. Glitch. I really like the left-hand milk stout, but you can't get those at home. Those are very good.
Liberty Village. Jim and I used to Ian Heap. Jim and I used to work in Liberty Village at visual effects company there. Oh yeah, Jim just said that.
Jim confirmed.
Confirmed. Confirmed for not lie.
Mr. Burger... Am I missing one? Nope. Mr. Burger 69 says, Rich,
Yeah.
I bought Hand of Fate because of the prereq stream and review, and I'm wondering if you ever beat it.
I will eventually. I end up playing a lot of shit. I'm very close to the end. I just gotta just sit down and play through the rest of the fucking game, basically.
Okay. He says, I like the game until the last 3 bosses, which were total garbage.
Oh my god.
So I don't know if you got
I
that
think
far.
I'm down to the last 2 bosses. So
Okay.
Oh, is Jim leaving? He said,
Okay, bye, Jim.
all you folks have a good sleep. See you later, Jim.
Bye, Jim.
I'll see you this weekend.
I won't.
Yeah. Take the Pearson
Saying take the
up train. Huh. Bye, Rich. Jim is saying.
bye, Jim.
Thanks again, but he spelled it wrong. I think
Is
he's drunk.
Is he drunk?
Jim's
Oh,
drunk.
no.
He's drunk.
Jim confirmed for drunk.
That is unacceptable.
Somebody really wants you to talk about Quake, Rich.
What do you want me to say about it?
Are you going to play Quake Champions?
Not much of a multiplayer guy, and that's like the multiplayer focused ones. Probably not too much.
I can't stand multiplayer games. Multiplayer only, I mean.
You mean like online?
Well, just like, what was that mech one?
MechWarrior?
No, the one that came out for Xbox One.
Oh, Titanfall.
Titanfall. And like sort of Star Wars Battlefield and all that sort of thing. It's almost like, they make the engine, they make the graphics, they make the settings and locations and stuff like that. It's like, hey, we don't have to make a game.
Yeah.
It's just like, yeah, whatever. Multiplayer only.
That's all they want. They just want that multiplayer.
Yeah.
No, it's not true. Look at
like,
Doom. People love Doom, the single player. They hate the multiplayer.
I know. Just like, when the hell did that become a thing? It's like multiplayer only. That's like the laziest.
That's been a thing. That's been a thing since game development was taken over by larger corporations.
I know. It just seems so fucking lazy.
Oh my god, we just got a bunch of tips in a row here.
Whoa.
Michael Cody CA says, Dear Mr. Fraud, any plans to play another DOS game or Doom WAD? You fucks.
DOS? Like another DOS game?
DOS? That's what DOS stands for.
Yeah.
But you don't say DOS, you say DOS, right? Yeah. I don't know these things.
There's no immediate plans to specifically play a DOS game. It'll happen. It'll just happen. It won't be a... I haven't played a DOS game in a while. As far as Doom WADs, I've been thinking about it. I've been thinking about looking up what are the best Doom obviously single player. What are the best Doom WADs? And maybe play some of those. Doom WADs is like Doom levels, Doom mods, user made.
For Bill Holtz says, Colin, please tell us a favorite Canadian drinking story. Which I don't know how that's different than any other drinking story.
You say a lot.
Tell us a drinking story that is exclusively Canadian.
I don't know if there is one. Like a personal story? I don't understand.
I don't know.
You could tell them.
You could tell a lot of personal stories.
Well,
you could, but you shouldn't.
Yeah, exactly.
You could tell them about the pickleback shots. I don't think you guys have those
Which
here.
those?
Where you take
Well,
a shot of
I
Jameson
could
and then
tell-
pickle brine chaser.
I could tell them. Oh, yeah,
It's
yeah.
really good.
It actually is really good.
If you like pickles.
I hate pickles.
Yeah,
So.
okay, so you wouldn't like that.
There was.
I don't know if that's a Canadian thing, but
No.
yeah.
I did go to I worked on the movie Spawn, unfortunately.
Oh my god!
yeah. And then they had the premiere in Toronto, and
Did you do the mouth of the devil?
no, it didn't work
Or
out.
not do the mouth,
Did
as
not.
the case may be.
Thank God. And at the premiere, it was like Todd McFarlane came, and then Marilyn Manson and his band sat behind us, and they were all in costume. I guess they were playing in Toronto like the next night or something like that, and they did music for the movie.
Yeah.
And they were there sitting, and they were all eating like little gummy bears, and then the effects supervisor's grandmother was there. And they were very nice, and they kept passing down the gummy bears to her, but they were all like in this like horrifying makeup and stuff like that. And she was like 85 years old. Oh, what nice young man! And then we went to the after party, and then I got to meet Todd McFarlane, who talked a lot.
He loves himself, doesn't he?
He loves
That's
himself.
Todd McFarlane.
Is he as douchey in person then? As
He was fine, but man, oh man, like he did an intro on the stage before the movie, and god damn it, he didn't stop talking.
He just seems like one of the most unlikable people.
Yeah, he was fine. I just went up and shook his hand, and
You know who really likes Todd McFarlane?
Todd
Todd
McFarlane.
McFarlane.
Does Seth MacFarlane like him?
I
Who
don't
cares?
know. But I remember.
I gotta hand it to him. He turned what is actually a very ugly drawing style into
Yeah.
a fortune.
That's true.
Yeah, he's made a lot of money.
He made Spider-Man's eyes big. Now I get to be a millionaire.
He
Way
keeps-
too big.
He keeps talking about Spawn 2.
Yeah. No, not Spawn 2, just making a new movie, right? Like
Making
its
a
own
new
thing.
Spawn. But I remember it was really funny. When the weekend the movie was released, they had a review in the local newspaper, and I think they had like an interview with Todd McFarlane. And he was like slamming the movie like before it had even come out. He was
Oh,
like,
God.
he's like, whatever. It's like this movie is like 60% of like, what I wanted to do. It's like the next one, I'll blah blah blah. And it's like, it hasn't even come out yet, you idiot. What a fucking terrible movie. And I remember we're sitting in front of all the producers and stuff like that, and we had to talk to them after the movie. And we were just like, yeah, it was great. And then they all walked away. And then I think the producer from our effects company, I'm like, yeah, it was terrible though. And he just turned to me. He's like, what the fuck are you supposed to say? It's the producer of the movie. It's like, oh my God. So bad. And then we went to the after party, and it was like all Marilyn Manson and his friends. And then Harland Williams showed up, the comedian.
Oh, he's Canadian, right?
He's Canadian, yeah. And he was so drunk. And I think up
Why was
Periscope.
he there? Just 'cause?
He's friends with the effects supervisor, Steve Williams.
Okay.
And he was so drunk.
Spaz?
Spaz, yeah.
Right.
And I had just seen Up Periscope.
Oh, that's right, he's in that.
It had just come out, I think, like a few months before. And I kept getting
Down
him to
Periscope.
Is it down Periscope?
I think so.
Okay. And I kept getting him to do the dolphin sounds. He would do the dolphin.
Oh, yeah.
And he was so drunk that he just kept doing them. I just thought it was the funniest thing.
Well, that's a great story.
There you go. I don't know if it's specifically Canada, but whatever.
Well, Harlan Williams, Canadian.
It happened in Canada.
Yeah,
It
it's
happened
true.
in Canada.
It's true. Canada Con.
Recruit more pimps for you. He's back. Last one. No more pretentious movies. Just saw Escape from New York and Big Trouble. Where do I go from here with John Carpenter? Also, Steve Howe from Yes should be the new Crypt Keeper. Look him up. I don't know.
Probably They Live.
No, The Thing.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
The
man.
Thing is
And then they live.
and then they live. But The Thing is probably his best movie on
Yeah.
a technical level. It's not my
Yeah.
personal favorite, but it's a great movie.
Is your favorite Big Trouble?
My personal favorite is Escape from New York.
Okay.
For me, it's Big Trouble.
I
think it
know
might
it's
be
not his
Big
best
Trouble
movie, but
for
it's my
me,
personal
yeah.
favorite.
For me, it's The Thing. I think The Thing is just a
The Thing
perfect-
is just like a perfect movie. Yeah. So well made.
I-
Everything about it is like
I
perfectly
love the
executed.
Thing. I think Big Trouble's more fun to watch.
Oh, sure. Yeah, it's a different type of movie.
Yeah.
Definitely. And I like Christine a lot too. That one kind of not a lot of people bring that one up.
Everyone
but
forgets about
everyone
Christine.
forgets about
I
Christine.
Yeah,
know.
that's so weird.
It's minor John Carpenter, but it's good.
Is that another one on the remake pile? Are they getting around to that eventually?
They probably will.
are.
Yeah.
Well, that's like a Stephen King
It's
book.
based on a Stephen King book. Yeah.
So Carpenter's not going to get any money for that one.
Yeah.
It's all
Well,
going
yeah.
to Richard Bachman.
Bachman. That's right.
And I also really like Prince of Darkness. I love the music in that movie. I love
Yeah.
the atmosphere of it.
Kind of like a sense of dread.
Yeah, it just has this
Over
constant
everything.
dread.
And
And
Mouth of
the
Madness is pretty good.
and the Mouth of Madness. They're all good. I'm a John Carpenter apologist. Even his later movies, I like elements of, except for Ghosts of Mars.
Oh, Jesus Christ. That's horrible.
This time it's Lupus says, "Hey guys, Colin."
Yes.
So, hey guys and Colin, I guess. Love seeing you
Doubting
guys.
your manhood. they're doubting April's womanhood.
Love seeing you guys on Best of the Worst. The one with the osteoporosis dance is still one of my favorites. All hail Canada.
That was very funny.
Yeah.
That was.
That was
Ironically,
like-
they're all
moments.
bones now.
I couldn't, like, that was very...
nothing but bones.
That
at
was
this point.
genuine laughter that you saw in that video, and Mike was on a roll that night. Oh
Yeah.
my God. When he gets a few beers
I
now.
don't know. There's something to be said for Eloise Cole.
Oh,
I-
yeah.
I think my favorite
Another
Colin
favorite,
moment
yeah.
is Eloise Cole is dead.
No, okay.
Laughing at.
I have to
at her
explain that
death.
moment. I've gotten a lot of flack. Everyone thinks
You
I'm...
have? Oh, come on.
Yeah, well, first of all, everyone thinks I'm a racist because of low blow and, you know, him driving his car bad. I said, oh, because he's Chinese.
Well, jokes.
I was-
Here's the thing: jokes are real.
I was doing a joke as the producer of the movie, going,
Right.
yeah,
It
he's
was
a
a
bad
bit-
driver because he's
Context
Chinese.
doesn't matter.
Yes. Whatever. Anyway, the Eloise Cole thing, you have to understand, is like that whole day was... There were movies that we landed on or videos that we landed on that we didn't show.
Yeah.
Because that whole day was just a day of misery. And when that came
We
up...
were really tired.
We were really tired. Really, you have to understand how tired. And, like, we'd been drinking and...
Yeah, why don't you give your fan perspective of being on Best of the Worst?
Yeah, it's very weird. So, okay, like... And then, by the time you said that, Jay just said it out loud with no warning. And it was one of those situations where it's just like, of course she's dead, because every other thing in this day has been so fucking miserable. And I just laughed. It's just one of those things. You're
The
kind of just
slap happy
you're
element
slap
that
happy
comes
at
along
that
with
point.
doing, especially wheel episodes.
Yeah.
It's maybe lost on people a little bit because they're not there.
You have to realize, like, you're sitting there for
You
the
lose
entire
your
goddamn
mind
day.
a little bit every time we do one of these.
And that was like the second day in a row, because I think we shot the...
And this is one day. This isn't like segmented.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, it's
All
just
in
a
one day.
long day.
It's very grueling. And that day particularly was miserable. Because remember the...
What else was in that? The computer video and the
Oh,
the
was that
stuntman
one?
video.
Oh, God.
That was that one, Rich.
Yeah. You know what? I'll tell you. I'll tell you
No,
behind
yeah.
the scenes about that prank call. Something I haven't mentioned before.
Oh my God.
The Chinese prank call.
Yeah.
Part of that was me, like, ever since the airplane, I'm like, oh God, this phone call thing is going to come up again. I'm just going to forfeit the game because I'm talking about a story now. this phone call thing. Oh God, that was hit. Mike's going to hand me the phone again, and the pressure's going to be on for me to perform. Oh shit, what am I going to do? And then it happened, and then somehow I came up with the Don Wilson bit. Magic fucking twice in a row. And then the pressure was really on. Oh, now I'm going to be the fucking phone call guy. So in the back of my head, I was thinking, you know what? I'm just going to tank this one. And I'll never have to worry about it again.
Did you think he would
it's
edit
worked
that
so
out?
far.
Yes.
Really? I thought he would edit that out. I'm like, there's no way this is going
Of course
in.
not.
There you go. There you go.
I never have to worry about it.
Yeah. We're all horrible racists.
Oh my God, we're getting way behind here. Sari Chen says, "Darn it, I wanted to play a round of Rocket League with y'all, but the room filled up quick."
I'm sorry.
Well,
We'll do it
sorry.
again. We'll play it again.
Maybe
sometime.
next time.
There's always more Rocket League.
The Blue Blaze says, "Last question. Are there any games or movies that you think someone is wrong for liking or disliking? Also,
No.
Rich, if you're still trying sodas, would you like some Boylan Bottling Company soda from New York City?"
Sure, you want to send it in? I'll try it.
I've had those. They're good. Boyland. They have those in Canada.
You shouldn't feel bad for liking anything except for maybe Birth of a Nation.
But that still has a
And
historical
you can
context
still
that's
appreciate
important.
certain things about it, maybe.
That and Sweet Home Alabama.
With Reese Witherspoon?
No, the song.
That's a
Oh,
good tune,
song.
man. Come on.
That movie,
Yeah, it's a
that
good
movie's
tune.
terrible,
Karaoke
though.
classic.
No, I mean
It's
we
written in defense of a governor who
Witherspoon.
wouldn't let a black child go to school.
Is that what the song's about?
It's like a response to a response. I think
But then, like,
Neil Young, I think,
Yeah,
wrote
that's
a
right.
song
That's
that's
right.
anti-Alabama.
I don't know anything about
It's a
this.
response to
And then-
Southern Man, but I'm not
Southern
sure
Man.
what.
I think it was Southern Man.
yeah, and they said
By Neil Young.
Neil Young.
Neil Young can't talk like that about Alabama,
Was
and
like,
that's how
Southern Man don't.
that's how
have
Sweet
time for
Home
it.
Alabama
Yeah.
was written.
It was like
It was in response to Southern Man, which was critical of racism.
That's right.
know?
And then Neil Young said something, and then they
Interesting.
were like, "Southern man, don't
They
want
get-
him
It
around
went back
in a
and
half,"
forth. Yeah.
or something like that.
And then Sweet Alabama's, no, you go, governor.
And then Neil Young released the response song. It was like, "Fuck you."
Fuck
They
you.
said,
Oh shit, I'm hitting the ball
No,
the
it's
wrong
more
way.
like, "Fuck you."
But yeah, in general, like what you like. We might jokingly say you're wrong, but
But you're not.
No.
really,
No
who
one's
cares?
ever wrong.
Yeah.
The key is to not give a shit what anybody thinks ever.
Well, this is the whole thing about this Batman v Superman, whatever. Like, people
Oh,
are
well, the
getting
people
death
that
threats
that
and-
are the people that are like actively defending that movie are like psychopaths.
Well,
Like the movie, but why get so angry? It just seems like insecurity.
It's
when
total
you get
insecurity.
that angry that someone
Yeah.
doesn't like your precious Batman movie.
well, it's like they've invested so much of themselves in a thing.
Yeah.
Like a movie, it's like people fight PC versus Mac or Xbox versus PS4,
Right.
and it's like
Marvel versus DC movies.
it's like you have no self-worth. It's like the only thing,
Don't let the entertainment or the art that you like and consume
Yeah,
define
exactly.
who you are.
It's like PC, Xbox, who cares?
But
It's
I'm a
like-
DC fan. I like the DC movies.
And I have to,
But it's,
regardless of what.
exactly, yeah. It's like, never mind that it's a good movie or bad movie.
This
It's
says
like,
Star Wars. I like it.
Well, I have to like it because I'm a Star Wars fan. Don't you ever talk badly about Star Wars. And that's kind of pathetic. I just
Yeah,
hate
like
that.
what you like.
I hate that bullshit.
Michael Cody CA says, this cost me another $2. You better play Alien Vendetta, or I'll just be disappointed and still watch.
Okay.
Is that like a sequel to Alien Isolation?
I don't even know.
Oh, okay.
I'm not familiar with it.
I'm just laughing at
That's as old. It got scrolled up to the top.
any chance we'll see Rainbow the Clown show up as a monster in RLM's next film.
You could make a
Very
movie out of
likely.
some sort of evil. Well, no, they just made a
This
movie
new
called
one,
Clown.
Eli Roth presents.
Eli Roth presents.
Oh,
It was.
really?
It was.
Yeah.
It was okay actually. It wasn't great. It's essentially The Fly. Just
Yeah.
replace The Fly
It
with
looks
a
like
clown.
whatever. As soon as I see Eli Roth, I'm like, fuck him.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
want to see this.
Groovy Ash says, "Hey Jay, what did you think of Carpenter's episode of Masters of Horror, Cigarette Burns?" It was okay. I don't have a lot to say about it. I've only seen it once, and it was all right. It was better than his second one, which was I don't even know what it's called, but it was like a demon attacking a Planned Parenthood.
What?
Yeah, it was really terrible. I think Ron Perlman was in it.
Of course.
Let
Let me guess, he was the demon.
no, he might not have even been.
Well,
in
he
it. Might
wasn't
be-
the handsome lead, I'll tell you that.
I could be wrong about him even
Poor
being
guy.
in it, but I think he might have been in it.
He spent like his 80% of his career in makeup.
Yeah.
The sad thing is he
He,
wasn't.
he doesn't need makeup.
That wasn't makeup.
Ogagar P99.
Somebody said it was called Pro-Choice.
Alright.
That's a good title.
I am done.
Ogagar P99 says, in Wheel of the Worst 10, you asked, do you think the How to Trick Women into Sleeping with You Through Hypnosis video is more or less sleazy than this, compared to Show Off, How to Be Cool at Parties? Which is it? Well, it's Trick Women with
Trick
Hypnosis.
Women and hypnosis, obviously.
I don't remember us even comparing the
I think
two.
what
but
they were saying is
if we-
it's marketing itself as one thing, but it's really another thing.
Oh, maybe. Well, no, the hypnosis one is the worst thing ever, so that wins.
I've seen so many disgusting things at this point.
It's true.
RLM has ruined me as a human being.
Yeah, it's kind of shocking. The stuff you find. That
It's amazing
someone's-
that these things exist.
Oh, yeah.
And the idea that someone made it 20, 30 years ago, and they
that
thought it was
like
out of their life
yeah,
forever,
it was like,
and
no,
then it
but
gets
was like
uncovered.
acceptable back then.
Yeah.
Like, hey, let's rape a woman who's unconscious.
I don't think anybody ever thought that was acceptable. I'm pretty sure that video was even sleazy at the time.
It
Bill
has to
Cosby
have
did.
The Real Net Boy says, please ask Colin and or April their, I think they mean opinion, of the film Strange Brew with Bob and Doug from SCTV.
I tried
yeah.
watching it once, but it was really bad, so I turned it off.
I saw that when it came out. My
Though-
dad took me to see it, and I loved it.
Those characters are funny. I don't think that movie
I agree.
works as a
Yeah.
movie.
Yeah,
Some of
it's
the
a very.
it's
sketch
really
stuff is
sloppy.
a lot funnier than the movie, but I think I just didn't really get it.
Yeah, it's like one of those things. Like I kind of grew up with SCTV. You know, I'd just like watch it all the time. I would tape it every time it came on, and had a big tape. I loved that. SCTV was fantastic.
I liked SCTV a lot.
So it was a big deal. I'd always watch it with my
Have you ever heard any
parents.
of the Bob and Doug albums? They have a couple albums.
No.
That
Just
are-
the
they're
Christmas
pretty-
song that they play every year.
Oh, is that
in
like a thing they do?
Canada.
Everything was-
It's,
it's like
like
they
the
were-
12 Days of Christmas.
Like
Yeah.
something they still do or something they replay a lot?
It's kind of like how
They
Adam
replay it
Sandler,
on,
the
like,
Hanukkah
on, like,
song gets played every
Christmas
year.
radio.
Because their album was like, it was a huge hit. Like,
Yeah.
It became a huge hit. They were like my least favorite characters on SCTV.
Oh,
Like,
really?
Nah, they were just. I found them really boring. But yeah, I don't know.
I like them.
I'll have to
Yeah,
rewatch old
It's a fine.
SCTV bits.
Yeah.
They're great.
I
So
caught
many
some
funny
in
people
on
reruns
that
of
show.
it, and that's it.
I just remember my mom came over
Alright,
this Christmas
we
and we
caught
were
up?
just watching old.
No. Well, we're not that far behind. We're like 3 behind.
Okay.
Mr. Glitch, hi all. Just curious, how long does Best the Worst episode typically take to make from beginning to end? Well,
Yeah.
shooting is an all-day thing.
Here's the thing. We say we're going to start at noon. And then Mike shows up at 2.
And, you're
And then we start shooting at
starting
6
And
p.m.
then, and then we dick around for at least half an hour, just dicking around, talking. And then we don't always have the movies picked out in advance. Sometimes we're
we do.
picking movies.
We try to a lot of the times.
So we get started around 2:30, 2:45.
Yeah.
And then you got, a lot of this depends on movie length, like 90 minutes to watch film.
Yeah. Sometimes we need to decompress after each movie.
Sometimes you need
Yeah.
like 10 minutes between the movies.
Yeah.
And then you got another 90-minute film.
Yeah.
Then maybe lunch. So like half an hour after that, one other 2-hour movie.
Yeah.
And then you get set up, maybe an hour of setup to, record and get lights and mics tested and everything.
Yeah.
And then you do an hour to 2 hours worth of talking.
Yes.
So it's a full day.
It's a long
And then
day.
editing
and then
is like-
editing
like
is
a
the
week,
most
2
complicated
weeks?
thing.
But I
yeah.
have to, okay, so I've always wanted to know this. Like, how do you, you or Mike, you've got to watch all 3 movies with everybody. Then you've got to watch all the movies. You've got to watch everybody watching the movies
Yep.
again.
Yep.
And then
To know where to
watch the
pull
movies
clips from.
again.
Then you've
to
got to
pull
watch the
clips.
movies to pull clips from.
Yeah. Well, by that point, you don't need to watch the movies again.
You're
you can
already
just
kinda,
scroll
like,
through
scanning through it.
scroll through the footage of it. Yeah.
And then you've got to watch the discussion.
Yep.
And then sift through that.
Well, you have to cut the video for the discussion, between cameras. But then
Right.
you also have to cut the audio,
audio.
because
Oh.
if you have all 4 tracks, it's like an echo nightmare.
It
So you have to
sounds
mix
like
the
a
sound. It's a
Oh my
complicated
God.
thing.
It sounds like a lot of work.
The last one, the Dangerous Men episode, was the most time consuming one I've ever edited.
So,
It
like,
took
from beginning to
forever.
end, like, say, how long?
At best a week, I'll say.
Wow.
Sometimes longer. But the shooting of it is always done in a day. It's the
Yeah.
editing that takes up the most time.
Oh, I can't. Oh, my God.
It's yeah. It
I would
I'm
never.
so sorry.
it's
Ever-
so complicated.
ever wanted to
It's
do
fun
that.
though. It can be fun.
That's the thing, like, people don't realize, like, how long
Yeah.
this takes. And it's like, just take a couple of
Editing
days.
takes a really long time.
Oh, my God. All the footage you have to sift through and then, like, find, like, little nuggets and...
Yeah. But that's my favorite part anyway, is editing. So,
Mhm.
you find ways to make things funny that maybe weren't when you shot it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's so many options. Snook7 says, Colin, how sore was your face from laughing after the best of the worst osteoporosis video? Have you
Oh,
ever
man,
have you
yeah.
ever laughed that hard before?
No, I haven't. Actually. That was, yeah, we were like, again, like, we're talking about, like, being slap happy and stuff like that. And that was a long one, I think. Well, first of all, we were very drunk by that point. And, but when Mike gets drunk, he gets very, very, very funny. And, yeah, that was, oh my God, I've never laughed so hard. As soon as they're nothing but bones. They're nothing but bones. Oh my God. And he was just going and going. It was just joke after joke after joke. And I just couldn't stop laughing. It was so funny. Mainly because, like, it was so horrible. We were laughing at, like,
Yeah.
old ladies.
Well, that's the slap happy element that comes into play.
yeah.
Your
You're not,
mind is not in its normal state.
But you're doing something so horrible itself becomes funny.
becomes funny. Exactly.
Yeah.
And the you're not necessarily laughing at these, like,
You're
old
laughing
ladies.
at how horrible the things you're saying.
You're laughing at, oh my God, I can't believe, like Mike or Jesse or somebody's, like, said that. And it was just like, oh my
Those
God.
poor old ladies.
Yeah. Well, they're dead.
They're all
Yeah,
dead.
that's not okay.
Yeah.
This time it's Lupus says, I disagree that the hypnosis tape is worse than the revenge tape. The hypnosis tape will not work, but there are still legit things that the revenge tape covers
Oh, yeah.
that can actually ruin people's lives.
That's a good
Like having your
point.
neighbor deported because they're an illegal alien.
If your neighbor is the minority.
Oh my God.
a member of the minority.
If they're a member of the minority.
Of the minority. Weren't they saying, like, something like they were doing stuff to car? It almost got to the point where it was like, sever their
I thought
brake
it was like
lines.
put sugar in their gas
Yeah,
tank.
put sugar in the gas
It's
tank
like that
and-
ruins
Yeah.
the engine. Like, that's an asshole move.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's pretty despicable.
Oh, yeah.
All right, that's caught up.
All right, good. All right, I'm going to read. Let's see if I have any names. We got cut off at some point when Doom crashed,
Oh,
and I had to restart the
no.
computer. So we lost some people, and I apologize for that. But I'm going to read every name I have here.
JJ Cheeker says, AIDS.
People who subscribed: Sky Dandy, 21 fucking months in a row.
Oh.
They say 21 months of not knowing how to cancel this subscription.
JK, love you all.
VG64. they say Terrence Malick, more like hack fraud, OMGS scoots.
All right.
T. Carlisle. Carlisle, thank you.
4.
T. Carlisle 4 says, I guess I'm supposed to let Prereq know it's my 9-month anniversary. My subscription is a fully formed fetus. G. Riff, 18 months in a row. Hom Tardy. Has resubscribed for 6.
No.
Has resubscribed for 3 months in a row. And then
So that's just the name. Oh god, it's really confusing to read. Has 16 months in a row.
No.
The name is Has, right? Am I reading it wrong? Where's the?
Yeah,
I think
so.
there's a missing name because it.
Maybe?
Oh no, I don't know. Because it's T.
Because this
Carlisle
Hom Tardy resubscribed for
has.
3 months,
It says has though.
and it just says Has resubscribed. But the other ones, what do they say? There's no name. Oh, that's really weird.
I think maybe it got cut off.
Or it's some kind of technical glitch, or just anonymous. Maybe you can do this anonymously now. I don't know. That's interesting.
I don't know.
They say I love wearing pants. JJ Cheeker. And they say AIDS. Wilkins the Clown. 17 months in a row. Die Glock. 15 months in a row. No Fear, No Envy. 16 months in a row. And they say, what am I doing with my life?
It's a very good question.
Yeah. Joyful Sad and Ivanly Streams. Thank you for subscribing. We really appreciate it. And no joke today. Have